greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Kentucky Wildcats taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will get the first possession of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Wide open downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And I love it. First play of the game, they're trusting their quarterback to take a shot. He got the coverage he wanted. He found his one-on-one matchup, and his guy made a play. You cannot start better than that, fellas.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He makes the connection. Tackled immediately after the catch.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Getting some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. So Georgia's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Off the play fake. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Georgia going up tempo. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Looking to scramble. And it's picked off. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, but already this defense is making their presence felt. We've seen time and time again their ability to rush the passer and get hits on this QB. His toughness is going to get tested.
Grab behind the line. It's Wilcox. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
On fourth down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, blowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but the Heroes looking for a deep man. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Throws to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception for this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Got his man downfield. Off he goes. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like...
It's a fumble. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
The offense starts with a short field. Touch pass on the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the point after is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Finds a man on the left. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Looking to go up top on first down. The receiver looks it in. It's complete. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
They'll throw it on first down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Kentucky going quickly. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Got room on the return. The 20, 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Dogs! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball in.
They'll run the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Line gets set, 1st down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He'll pull it down. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Coming after him. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the 1st half. This is a good start.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Feeling some heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats.
Kentucky, 0.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Off play action. Going for it all. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, if at first you succeed, try again. They've already linked up twice for touchdown passes, so no question the quarterback here still in the first half looking for his go-to guy, but you got to give the defense credit there. They were expecting it, and they were able to make sure that one fell incomplete.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Holds it in on the left. And he's running in the open. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia!
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
On the run, still looking. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
27, Kentucky, 0.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of an
open runway ahead. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. It's caught. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Complete downfield. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
Yeah, they do. Well, that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line and makes it. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. He can find the end zone. Now 60 career touchdown catches.
I mean, that is just silly that this guy is always finding ways to get in the end zone. Like, you know they want to take him away. He is the focal point. 60 touchdowns, you know they're going to throw him to him. Palmer keeps making plays.
And David, throughout his career, we've seen defenses try everything to stop this guy. They've bracketed him, double coverage, man coverage, zone coverage. It doesn't matter. He's the ultimate weapon. 60 touchdown catches is so good.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
A strike downfield. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wilcox. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. This offense has a second down play. 42 Spider. He'll just keep slinging it. Catch in the middle, it's Patterson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Come on, set. They'll run play action. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Kentucky will be forced to punt.
Number 12, on to kick it away.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. He looks that one in nicely. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. They're bringing heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's so frustrating for a quarterback. He sees an open guy, he's ready to rip the football, and then all of a sudden, one of those defensive ends gets their big mitt in the air and knocks it down.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Going up top on 1st down. It's complete to the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone. I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the 1st half. Before then, they can get another score. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying play action. Just gets rid of it before the heat. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Touchdown, Dogs! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll be able to snap it once more before the end of the half. Leaves it with the running back. Jukes his way for more. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Kentucky.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
Here we go.
To the air on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. What a snag by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Georgia! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with a halftime update.
Thanks, Ben. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Athens. And it'd be easy to say these 2 offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Oh, picked off. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled there.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
It's good. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Brings up 2nd down.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. With jet sweep pass. He's out past the 35. Afterburner's coming. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Trying to get to him. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Georgia going up tempo. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
Looking for room. It's Webb. Runs through a tackle. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Handoff from the shotgun. Plows through the defense. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Snagged on the outside, it's Rodriguez.
They weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And now on second down for this offense. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Bulldogs will try to punch it in on first and goal. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown Bulldogs! And the route is on.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And he added the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Wide out in motion. He's looking to throw it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got to...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Bringing it back, it's Frazier. Makes a move. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Line gets set. First down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense. Understand that QB starts to roll out to his right. I got to continue to play the deep pass down the field. I can't just run up and try to go tackle him. Nice coverage down the field, which led to the incompletion.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Dogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
and they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's got it! Touchdown, Kentucky! In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Getting set for the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by 7 over Illinois. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Oh, he wants it all. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Dogs! And the pummeling has started. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pulls it in. It's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The ball is on the 18. They need 4 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. In just inside their own 20, they need to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. grabbed in the middle. It's Rodriguez. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They're going to throw it again. With the catch, it's Webb. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Wildcats are rolling down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Got him downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The sure hands, it's Rodriguez. Tackled after picking up the first down. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. On first down from the 13-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a space. Pressure coming. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It is perfect. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Second down coming up.
So they'll try to salvage this drive on second and long from the 12. Tosses to the quarterback. Dances away. He's going to run it. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He lets it fly. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day ever happened.
Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play. third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. He's right on target. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Barring complete catastrophe, David, this offense ought to be able to salt away this game.
Yeah, and unless you're playing in a different league, this one's over. Like, there is no 3-point conversions and stuff like that that you can get. So run the ball, make them use timeouts, Palmer, walk out.
Trying to beat the D deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Now, they told us they were going to run the trick play. I wasn't sure I believed them, but they dialed it up at the right time.
Well, I bet you believe them now. And the defense didn't believe it first. They thought it was a run. You could tell they suck up. The wide receiver looks like he's going to block. He slips right by the defensive backs and ends up being a big play. Nice call, nice time.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. 29 Philly. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Gain of 27.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent.